Namaste, friends. Today I'm going to talk about a negative emotion that most of us experience in our daily life, which is of anger or raga. And this is a path to our delusion or the maya that we experience of feeling and experiencing what is unreal or is not the truth. We start to believe that that is the truth. And that is a big obstacle in our path to self realization. So, if we have to understand anger, then we have to first understand that where we aspire to be and what role does anger play in in achieving that aspiration. First of all, if a goal of our life is to attain self realization, then self realization is what helps us in keeping in touch with our soul. So, the more we are self realized or are in the path of self realization, the more centered or soul conscious that we are, which gives us the peace and the happiness that we all aspire to attain. But this soul consciousness, this feeling of peace gets clouded by the emotion anger. And when anger sets in, somehow our connect with the soul gets detached and we are not peaceful and happy anymore. And that leads to us having lose our memory that I am a soul. Only when the experience that I am a soul, I am a positive and beautiful and peaceful soul within, this memory is very crucial for us to lead a very happy and fulfilling life. And when anger sets in, this memory gets lost, and then our sense of peace gets to go away due to that. Now, what happens when this anger sets in, and why do we get angry? The main reason why we get angry is because we do not fulfill certain desires that we hold. These desires could be of expecting people to behave in a certain way or expecting situation to turn out to be in a certain way. And that is the root cause of all our pain and suffering. So the non fulfillment of desire makes us extremely unhappy, and it makes a kind of a venomous atmosphere within us because we have this expectation, it is not being fulfilled, and then we show our anger, and that anger can take the form of irritability. We are easily irritated by situations which might not warrant that emotion, or we get disturbed much easily, and that could also lead to angry outbursts. So it's not like we ourselves are suffering from it, we also make the life of people around us difficult because we tend to get into these outbursts and create a painful surrounding for the people who are attached to us. And we can also be violent because of the anger that is seething within us. So, this is a kind of a range through which anger gets manifested. And most of all, we get restless. We are not in sync with our soul. And now the question arises that is it necessary or is it a given that we have this emotion? Well, not completely, because we can get rid of our anger or raga by again going back to the basics of doing our sadhana or practices, either it is chanting or meditation that we do whatever suits us best, whatever helps us stay in the zone, is that we sincerely practice that. And when we do the sadhana sincerely, it leads to destroying of unnecessary desire. Only when you have a whole lot of desires, there is a possibility that it will not be fulfilled, and then you will get angry. But when your desires are getting lesser in number, the possibility of getting anger also reduces. Similarly, when when we are destroying the unnecessary desire, we are annihilating anger. Now, when we annihilate anger, what results from this is that we regain our memory of who we are, which is the soul, that beautiful, positive, brilliant soul that we each one of us is. We get a memory of that, and that memory is the cornerstone of feeling happy, feeling fulfilled, feeling at peace. And so the way through which this happens is when the anger or the raga goes out, the soul connected sets in. So cleaning the debris of anger steadies us on the path of self realization. So, my dear friends, take your time out to understand why you get angry. What is the root cause? What is the desire that is leading, the unfulfillment of that desire is leading to anger, and then try to nip the bud at the very infancy. And that cannot be done only by thinking or deciding it. Only when we are steadfast in our practice, anger will get dissolved and we will stay connected with the soul, which is the healthiest and the happiest abode for each one of us. Thank you.